name is Iqbal and I'd like to show you how a tensioner on a Mercedes C-Class can be reused. Please take note that this is the tensioner that came off a car. When we remove the tensioner, this is what it would look like. You can see it's at its extended position. This is the maximum. So what you have to do is you have to remove this clip and this little lock that actually prevents the tensioner from going back in. Please take note that this little clip has got a slot. The slot must face forward. So when you're putting it back, you have to make sure that the slot is forward. So I'll leave this here. And now you will see that the tensioner can retract. With the clip, it will not move back. But now it can go back. But the idea is for it to go back and stay in. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to remove this circlip to the slot, to the back slot that's there. You move it over very gently. Now it's there. You move it about around to make sure that it's free, and very gently, very gently. If you push it faster, it will not lock in, so you have to be very gentle and push it slowly so that it locks in. Sometimes you may have to do it 2 or 3 times for it to lock in, but I hope this one works. So very gently you will push it in, very gently. And you can see that didn't hold, so you have to do it again. Sometimes it may take you a while, depends on how fast you push it. Moved it back onto the same slot. You have to have a lot of patience with it. And now that it's there, you try to push it back in very gently. And once again it's moved out. That's the reason why a lot of people have not even tried to reuse it. They don't know how it works. So they say, the dealer says you need to put a new one every time the chain is disassembled. But you can use this tensioner again, because I have used it. Once more, very gently. Again, it's moved out, but it will definitely hold in. You just have to have patience and do it. Even the dealer doesn't, you reuse it, they don't know how to. So this is something that I've discovered. Moved off again. you can actually feel when the clip is going to push out. It normally it will push out to the next slot once it's in, but you need to make sure that it stays in at this stage. Here you are. Now you can see it's locked. Therefore the tensioner can be reused. But once it moves to the next, now the clip is actually holding on to that one clip, and this is how it comes when you buy it. So you take your lock and you put your lock with that arrow facing forward. Try to keep the lock towards the front of the tensioner, because you need to undo it. If you put it towards the back, you may not be able to release the plunger. So you can reset it, but you need to try to get, if you do that towards the rear of it, when you push the plunger in to release it, it may not move back. Therefore it's advisable, but you can reuse it again. You can just open up like this and put it back in. So preferably to have it in the front. Once it slots in, it's on that point there. You can put your clip back on. There you are. And if it doesn't release, you can remove the clip and reset the lock. So this is how it will work when it's on the car. Once it comes into contact with the tensioner rail, it will push out. And here you are. You can see it pushing out, and that's how. Can you hear the click? Now every time your chain wears out or the gears wear out, the tensioner wears out, it will click onto the next click, and so on. So that is how it works. And when you remove your tensioner, it'll extend to its full, and the procedure is like I've shown you. Thank you for watching, and I hope someone benefits from it.